Welcome to my screen tutorial on the life cycle script that we're going to be working on for Google Presentation. As you recall, earlier we had listed all of the organisms that we were interested in learning more about for the life cycle, and then down below we started to piece together the different stages of the animal or organism that we chose. So in my case I chose the frog, and you can see that all the stages that I used or that I researched about: the egg, tadpole, tadpole with legs, young frog, or also known as the froglet, and then adult frog. And then when we come down here, we're working on our Google Presentation script before we actually start the Google Presentation. So in this column it's slide. So for slide 1 we had a description and we had to introduce our organism. So as you can see, I wrote a life cycle is a set of steps, stages that living things go through as they grow, change, and produce other living things. Frogs also go through life cycles. Remember, I took the introduction from the life cycle definition that we found earlier a few weeks ago. I just copied and pasted it right there, so that will be my first slide in my Google Presentation. And now it's time to actually start copying and pasting the URL. And I showed you once, but I wanted to show you again just in case you forgot. So we need to open up a new tab, and we can do so by clicking on one of these tabs up here, or the plus button. And then we need to find a picture that would be appropriate for the slide that we're looking for. So if I go back, it looks like I would like to do stage 3, which is a tadpole with legs. And so if I go on my new tab, and then I could type in tadpole with legs, and then right now this is a web search, so I want to click on images, and this one looks perfect. This is a tadpole with legs. So if I click on it, I want to make sure I have the full-size image. And then I need to copy the URL, and remember, a URL is a web address. So once I click once in the box and then press Command C to copy. Once again, that's Command C. So I will highlight the entire URL, which is a web address, and then press Command C. I will then go back to this tab, which is my Codney Life Cycles, and I will be able to paste it in this box. The reason that I want the URL is when I am in my Google Presentation, and even though this one isn't on the frogs, it's a math one, I can still show you how I can insert a picture. When we are inside of the presentation, if I go up to Insert, Image, one of the things that it asks for to insert an image is by URL. And since how we already copied and pasted that URL, I can show you again. This is the URL that we copied. So I'll copy that entire URL. I'll go to my Google Presentation. If I just paste the URL in here, once I paste the correct URL in, sorry about that, the picture will show up. I'll click Select, and up pops the picture that I wanted in my Google Presentation. So your task for today is to continue to work on your Google Presentation script. Remember, each slide, so slide 1 is the introduction, slide 2 is stage 1, and it's just very simple. The first stage in a frog life cycle is an egg. And then stage 2, if I scroll up, is the tadpole. So then I would write the second stage in a frog's life cycle is the tadpole stage. At this point then I would go and I would try to find just a picture of a tadpole. Get an image, find which one it is that I wanted, get the full-size image, come up to the top, the web address, also known as a URL, Command C to copy it, come back to my script, and then Command V, pastes. And the way I remember that is Velcro. V is like Velcro, and it's sticky like paste. I hope this tutorial helped you.